mixed martial yoga.
Wait, so what, how did your partnership come about? How did this program that you created start?
I had the idea of mixed martial yoga many years ago, and I came up with the name mixed martial yoga, and as I realized that yoga, as complete as it is a little bit incomplete, and martial arts, as complete as it is a little bit incomplete. But you put those two systems together, and now you have something that is extraordinary and really, really comprehensive. What yoga is missing is a little bit of the cardio element, a little bit of that yang element, a little bit of the power element, to some degree. Of course, we do have it, but martial arts has more. What martial arts is missing is a little bit of the yin element, a little bit of the restorative element, and the ability to enhance range of motion. So when you put those two systems together, and the fact is they really come from the same root, because martial arts, is based upon Kung Fu, and Kung Fu was brought to China from India by a saint, a master named Bodhidharma. And you look at the etymology, the history of this, you really see that the root is really one thing. It all comes from this source of how are we going to use our bodies to express intelligence, and how are we to connect with the divine. And then how are we going to defend ourselves, and in the case of martial arts, how are we going to defend our peace, how are we going to defend our family, and how are we going to defend against those that don't have our best interest in mind. Doesn't mean we don't love them, but it doesn't mean we get to be strong and we get to take care of ourselves. And so mixed martial yoga is the system that is designed for everybody. If you're a yogi, man, you're going to love it, because it's so dynamic, and you're going to learn real martial arts sequences, because my partner Jimmy Poole is an absolute master of martial arts and a warrior who is a champion, and the sequences that are associated, that are part of our mixed martial yoga sequences, are real training sequences. So you learn real skills in self-defense. Now if you're a martial artist, well, this is the perfect practice to maybe warm up for your real intense martial arts experience. You're going to want to do maybe an hour of mixed martial yoga and then get into your intense training. Well, maybe you don't do either one. You don't do yoga or martial arts. You just want the perfect system for fitness. And so here it is. And it's fun. And it's dynamic. And you learn so much about your mind and your body. And then you get to learn all these skills. And so it's just really amazing. Because it really offers the best of both worlds. You get the cardio, you get the power and the strength. You get the yoga, the yin, the meditation. You put it all together. And really, this is the elements that create a complete human being to go out there in that world and really have peace.
Okay. Before I ask my next question, do you want to say did you have something specific you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mixed martial yoga is that perfect combination of power yoga and martial arts. And it's the power yoga that comes from my lineage, so it would be called Fred Bush Power Yoga, mixed with the martial arts from Master Jimmy Poole, who's based in Peru. Master Jimmy Poole, those who know of him, is renowned as one of the greatest teachers in South America for martial arts. And so together we have formulated this system, which is not a fusion, it's authentic yoga with authentic martial arts in a sequence that's combined together to create this comprehensive cardio, yogic, martial arts sequencing meditation experience. That's what's kind of so cool about it. There's a lot of fusions out there, maybe, that kind of combining things, but this doesn't work that way. This is traditional authentic yoga with traditional authentic martial arts combined in a sequences to create in one class or in one practice all of the elements that your body would need every day.
Specifically, how did your partnership with him occur?
Well, I had been working on the mixed martial yoga system with a different partner, a different martial artist actually, and it was good, and I had systems and I had sequences, and it was a good system, but that partner wasn't as advanced from the perspective of having 30 years of experience under his belt, and it just didn't really work out. That's probably not a good part of the story.
No.
Let me tell you the better part of the story.
Okay.
Ready?
Right.
I was fortunate enough to be in Lima because I go to Lima every year to do my 200-hour teacher training program. And Master Jimmy Poole, through an acquaintance, actually did my teacher training program because he wanted to utilize the elements of yoga into his martial arts system. And so we became friends, and we got to realize that between his system of martial arts and my yoga system, which he's an expert in now as well because he did the teacher training and he experienced everything, that together we would be able to create mixed martial yoga and turn it into that which satisfies everybody.
Okay. What can a student of the mixed martial yoga training expect from doing training?
Well, the mixed martial yoga training will be really intense, and it will be intense from the perspective of the personal practice because mixed martial yoga is an intense practice if your physical body is going to tolerate that. So you can expect to really train hard and to really get strong and to really work on both physical intense yoga and also physical intense martial arts, and that's the morning. And then the middle part of the day is theory and lecture, and there's a lot to cover, there's a lot to talk about, there's a lot of teaching techniques, there's a lot of sequencing to learn, there's a lot of background in martial arts, and background in yoga, and background in meditation, all of which are presented in that training. And it is a professional teacher training, and so at the end of the afternoons, well, that's going to be teaching practice. Now, a lot of people think, well, I don't want to be a teacher, and so, well, why would I want to be doing teaching practice? Well, the answer is that you're not teaching to learn how to teach, you're teaching to learn the system. In fact, those that have experience in life know the old adage that says you don't learn anything until you try to teach it. And so we actually use the teaching as a methodology to learning. So even if you don't want to be a teacher, the ability to present it and to transmit it and to express it is a form of learning, and it really does help to integrate and to really embody the practice. And so, you know, it's intense days where you're going to learn a lot and get really strong, and under the tutelage of Master Poole, you really couldn't be in any better hands because this is a master of the highest order in meditation, in martial arts, and in yoga.
Okay. There's like lights now from the boats.
I think we're good. That's enough.
Well,